I've always been fascinated by the diversity of cultures around the world. It's incredible how much we can learn from each other.
Absolutely, Sarah. Learning about other cultures can broaden our horizons and help us appreciate the beauty in the world.
Yes, and it's important to approach learning about other cultures with an open mind and a willingness to learn.
Definitely. One culture that I find really interesting is Indian culture. The music, dance, and food are all so vibrant and colorful.
I agree, Sarah. And the clothing is also so beautiful and intricate. Have you ever tried wearing a saree?
Actually, I have. I went to a friend's wedding and wore a saree for the first time. It was a bit tricky to put on, but it was so much fun to wear.
That's really cool, Sarah. I've always been fascinated by African culture, especially the music and dance.
Yes. And the art is also so unique and beautiful. I recently went to an African art exhibit and was blown away by the creativity and talent.
One culture that I find really intriguing is Korean culture. I love the beauty and skincare routines, and the food is also delicious.
I agree, Sarah. And the technology and fashion trends from Korea are also really popular around the world.
Speaking of fashion, have you ever heard of Harajuku style in Japanese culture? It's all about bold and colorful fashion choices.
Yes, I love Harajuku style. It's so creative and expressive. And I've also heard that Japanese tea ceremonies are a really important cultural tradition.
That's true, Sarah. In Nigerian culture, we also have a lot of traditional ceremonies and festivals that are really important to us.
That's really interesting, Peter. What kind of festivals do you have in Nigeria?
Well, we have a festival called Carnarive in my hometown that celebrates the culture and traditions of the people in the region. There's music, dance, and lots of food and drink.
That sounds like so much fun, Peter. And I think it's important to celebrate and preserve our cultural traditions, even in the face of modernization and globalization.
Definitely. And I think that's why it's so important to approach other cultures with respect and an open mind. We can all learn from each other and appreciate the beauty in our differences.
I completely agree, Jack. And I think that's why conversations like this one are so important. They help us learn and grow as individuals.
Absolutely. And it's also important to have a sense of humor and not take ourselves too seriously. Laughing together is a great way to connect with people from different cultures.
That's a great point, Sarah. And I think it's also important to approach learning about other cultures with a positive energy and a genuine curiosity.
Definitely. And at the end of the day, we're all human beings with a shared history and a shared future. It's up to us to make that future a positive and inclusive one.
Well said, Peter. And I think that's a great note to end this conversation on. Let's continue to learn, grow, and appreciate the diversity of cultures around the world.
Agreed. And who knows? Maybe our shared interest in learning about other cultures could lead us to plan a trip together someday.
That would be amazing. And I'm sure we'd have a lot of fun sharing our own cultural traditions and customs with each other.
Definitely. And even if we can't travel right now, there are still so many ways to appreciate and learn about different cultures, whether it's through food, music, art, or literature.
Absolutely. Let's keep an open mind and a positive attitude, and continue to celebrate the diversity of cultures around the world.
Thanks for such a great conversation, everyone. I feel inspired and energized to continue learning about other cultures.
Me too, Peter. And I'm grateful for this opportunity to connect and share our perspectives.
Same here. Let's stay in touch and continue to explore the world together, even if it's just through our conversations.